Welcome to episode 4 of Lost in the Sauce with your boy Fest Cooks. And today, it's date night, baby. We're gonna be making the most incredible New York strip steak with some leek puree, leek and potato puree, and top with a little cured egg yolk. It's gonna be phenomenal. It's gonna be restaurant quality, and you can do it at home in like 15 minutes. Let's talk about the meat that we're gonna use today. I've got a New York strip steak. It's a little bit of a fancy steak here. We've got a Japanese purebred Wagyu New York strip steak with some absolutely incredible marbling. You can get amazing results with the cheaper cut of meat. Let's get started. I mean, we've got a cast iron pan here, smoking hot. A little bit of smoke starting to come off of there. It's absolutely dry. It's well seasoned, but it's dry. The goal, I mean, for me here is gonna be medium rare. I mean, it's a Wagyu steak. Even if you're using a nice regular New York strip AAA, whatever you got, medium rare is the way to go. If you need a well done steak, I mean, this is the wrong channel for you. We're gonna go 2 minutes aside, super quick, super hot and fast. The most important thing about cooking an incredible steak is your mise en place, your preparation of how you're gonna cook this steak, because timing is everything. So once we lay this steak down in our pan, we gotta have our butter ready, our garlic ready, our rosemary already trimmed, because once that 2 minute mark hits and you're flipping, you gotta be basting right away. For a beautiful piece of meat like this, we're not gonna get complicated with our seasoning. We're gonna do beautiful kosher salt on both sides, generous with the kosher salt. Grab your pepper mill, loosen it up a little bit at the top. We want a little bit of a thicker pepper flake. Get a nice thick, coarse pepper flake. Again, generously, and you can just pat it down. All right, your steak, it's beautifully seasoned. The pan is absolutely roaring hot. We're seeing a little bit of smoke coming off the pan. Now, get your steak, give it a little kiss, and lay it away from you into the pan. Push down with your fingers. We want a good crust forming on the one side. Now, you want to hear this. If you drop it into the pan and you're not hearing it, something's going wrong. The pan is not hot enough. Grab yourself a pair of tongs. Our steak's been on there for 2 minutes in this blazing hot pan. Scoop underneath it and quickly flip. Reveal that beautiful browning that you've made. That Maillard's reaction, I mean, this is science class right here, man. Golden brown and delicious. 2 minutes on this side. However, during this 2 minutes, you're gonna start your basting. 2 to 3 tablespoons of unsalted butter in. Couple cloves of garlic. Smash them in the pan. Last but not least, some beautiful rosemary in the pan, and baste. Keep basting your steak for the remainder of the 2 minutes. If your steak is like mine and it has a fat cap on one side, you might want to scoop and render that fat cap on the one side for 20 to 30 seconds. Pull it off. Immediately, grab your cast iron pan, the juices and the remainder of the Wagyu fat, and pour over. Take your beautiful New York strip steak and set it aside. We're gonna rest this steak for about 10 minutes, in which time we're gonna make our beautiful leek and potato puree. Now, boil some potatoes in some salted water. These are just some classic russet potatoes. I got 3 of them in here. That's gonna be paired with this full leek, so about I wanna say a 3-to-1 ratio if you've got a big boy leek like this one. The same pan that your Wagyu steak was in, or whatever steak you used, was in. Make sure it doesn't burn any remnants of garlic that are in there. Turn it down to medium low. Grab your knife. It's a rough chop. We're gonna be blending this, so it's a rough chop. Take your beautiful chopped leeks directly into the pan that has your beef fat in it. Stir up your leeks a little bit. Coat that beef fat. Season generously with some kosher salt. Grab a little bit of tap water. Throw it in your pan and cover. We're gonna let these steam for 4 or 5 minutes. While we're waiting for our leeks to soften up, grab your potatoes that have finished up, pour out the water, get them in to your mixing vessel. Try not to get too much water in your mixing vessel. That's enough. Follow that up with 4 or 5 pieces of chopped garlic. Add them to your leeks for a minute. Grab your tongs, mix those in. We want to get that garlic a little bit aromatic. With the leeks, soften it up a little bit before we add it to our potatoes. Now, our leeks are softening up, our potatoes are in a mixing vessel. Plug in your immersion blender. I understand not everybody has an immersion blender, although it is the best tool for this specific job. You can use your bullet or whatever you have to quickly blitz up these potatoes. You can also use a potato masher to mash everything together, but the leeks are gonna show little green speckles. This way, it's gonna be a beautiful pastel green throughout the entire, pastel green throughout the entire dish. So, directly to our mixing vessel to join the potatoes. This is a little bit too full. Don't do what I'm doing. Use less stuff. The most important part of a mashed potato or a potato puree is your butter. So grab, to start, about 2 tablespoons of butter. Grab your beautiful immersion blender. Again, if you don't have the immersion blender, throw this all in a blender or whatever you do have. This is the goat for this though. And simply blend. Continue blending until you're at an absolutely perfectly smooth consistency. All right, we're getting a beautiful consistency with our puree, but if you're still seeing little lumps and not coming out, here's your cure, baby. Another tablespoon of unsalted butter in there and carry on blitzing. Now give it a taste. You might have to add certainly some salt, certainly some pepper. So I got some kosher salt here. Season and taste. Season and taste. Now, the pepper mill. Tighten this one up. We don't want big chunks of pepper in this. We want tight little pepper bites in this. So, maybe 5 twists. And mix all that up. Keep going, keep going. The longer you blend, the more luxurious it's gonna get. The finisher on our amazing steak dish is gonna be a beautiful cured egg yolk. To cure your egg yolk, it's super simple, and it's gonna add such a beautiful, luxurious touch to your steak dish. So grab yourself a nice egg. We're gonna be curing this in salt and sugar for approximately 16 to 20 hours. It's gonna be a soft cure. We still want that goo coming from the inside of the yolk. Crack your egg yolk into 1 bowl. Super easy trick for separating your egg yolks if you have tough time, spoon or whatever. Right here, use your fingers into your hand and let the yolk fall in a 3rd bowl. Mix together approximately, let's say 4 tablespoons of kosher salt and 4 tablespoons of white sugar. Sorry, these are teaspoons, they're not tablespoons. Teaspoons of white sugar. Lay your egg yolk, make a little well in your sugar salt mixture. Lay your egg yolk directly inside. Now you can cover that egg yolk in the beautiful salt and sugar mixture until you can no longer see your yolk. Now, these egg yolks have been curing in my fridge since sometime yesterday. They've solidified quite a bit. And give these a quick rinse in the sink. Rinse them out. We want it to be nice and shiny. Our beautiful egg yolk is ready. Set it aside. Now, let's plate up. All right, your beautiful steak has been resting up. Yours is gonna be resting for about 10 minutes. Mine's been resting for like 5 minutes already, so bear with me. Lay it on your board and cut at a 45-degree angle. You've cut your steak. First step, your beautiful leek puree. Give it a good mix. Start by a healthy couple of dollops on your plate. Followed by a quick smear. That's lovely. Some of your most beautiful looking pieces of steak. For me, that's gonna be these 4. And your cured egg yolk on top. Grab a little bit of fresh parsley. Throw your fresh parsley on top. Maybe your boyfriend or your girlfriend or your partner, they've been working late nights, they've been hustling, they've been grinding for you, for nobody but you. This is what you gotta treat them to. Some beautiful Wagyu, Japanese purebred Wagyu New York Strip over some incredible leek and potato puree with a cured egg yolk on top. Are you f***ed? You put that on the table? That's an aphrodisiac. That's an aphrodisiac, Stell. I know, you coming over smells good, huh? This is about love now, guys. Oh. Let's get messy, baby. That's why you wear an apron. Little puree, little piece of Wagyu, get a little bit of egg yolk, you're welcome. Hit the like button, hit that subscribe button. I mean, I'm your boy, Best Cooks. I'm gonna keep cooking for y'all. Go make this. If you love someone, make this for them. I'm gonna be all kind of fellatio happening after that. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Share it with your mama, your tita, your nona, your sister, your brother. And if you want to see another Lost in the Sauce video, click right here. And please subscribe down below to my channel, Fest Cooks.